Dear friends and family, after being together for about 6 years, Matt and I have been happily engaged since July. We have definitely cherished both the joys and stresses of planning a wedding. But there is one source of stress that is becoming too much to bear. You see, in California, all couples have the right to marry. But there is a proposition on the ballot that would eliminate that right for same-sex couples. Actually, not only takes away the right to marry, but it also changes the California state constitution to make sure that we can never regain this right. We have known from the start that the legality of our marriage has the chance of being ripped away. But we have avoided sending out a call to action like this. Because, to be honest, it seems improper to bring politics into our special day. And also, on a selfish note, I've honestly struggled with the act of putting my heart and putting my relationship out there on display to be voted upon. But this is it. This is the reality of our situation. In a time when there are so many problems that over 80% of Americans think that we are going down the wrong track, somehow making sure that Matt and I can't get married made the priority list. And in a time of significant economic uncertainty, upwards of $30 million is being spent to eliminate the basic right to marry in the state of California. But there comes a time in life when we must stand up for ourselves and fight for that which is dearest to us. We are quickly approaching Election Day, and it is with the utmost importance that we ask you not only to vote no on Proposition 8, but to also encourage every voter you know in the state of California to do the same. The intensity of this battle is ever growing, and our opponents have proven that they will be difficult to defeat. With unlimited funding coming from out-of-state interests like Focus on the Family, the Knights of Columbus, and the Mormon Church, they've been able to put 1 million Yes on 8 signs in the ground, just as many bumper stickers on the road, and they have filled some of the most expensive TV airtime with fear-mongering lies. These lies are mainly centered around the myth that marriage equality means young children will be forced to learn about same-sex marriages in school. This is absolutely not true. But don't listen to me. Listen to the Los Angeles Unified School District. Listen to the California Teachers Association. Listen to the California State Curriculum, or listen to any newspaper in the state of California. The word marriage is said one time in the curriculum, and it is the center of their entire campaign. It says, "Instruction and materials shall teach respect for marriage and committed relationships." Now, the LA Times says that schools aren't required to teach comprehensive sexual education. But if they do, this is one of the many rules that they must follow: teaching respect. The law contains paragraph after paragraph guaranteeing parents the right to review the material being taught and to have their children excused from all or any part of it. Now, I know that those of you from out of state are surprised to hear that this is even close in California. But I assure you the threat is very real. We need every dollar and every vote possible. Supporters of this amendment are everywhere. As I drive home from work, I see cars on the freeway with Yes on 8 bumper stickers. When I walk around my neighborhood, I see Yes on 8 signs in the front yard. Whenever I see one, I'm immediately entranced. I look at it and I analyze everything I can see to try and shed some light on what this person was thinking. Why the thought of Matt and I enjoying equality is so repulsive that they would go to the trouble of broadcasting their bigotry to the world. It attacks us and it hurts us. Matt and I saw a bumper sticker in the parking lot of a restaurant we were eating in. When we walked in, we looked around, tried to identify the culprit. I felt like screaming at the top of my lungs, asking who in this restaurant felt so strongly that our relationship was inferior to theirs that they felt the need to display this discrimination for all to see. I wonder how it'll affect them if Prop 8 passes. Will their lives change? Will they wake up November 5th feeling that somehow their marriage is now stronger. I know how my fiancé and I will feel November 5th that this passes. We will feel like strangers in our own state. We will feel even more like second-class citizens than we already do. We will know that even though we will treat everything about our wedding and our relationship the same, we will still continuously have to address the fact that it will not be equal in the eyes of the law. Now, we deeply appreciate the thought and concern of our friends and family who have encouraged us to just go to City Hall before November 4th, just in case. We have most definitely taken your concerns to heart. We have considered our options carefully. But we have decided to continue on as planned with our 2009 wedding. When we make the lifelong commitment to one another, it is important to us that we do so in the presence of our parents, our families, and our friends. And if the legal rights and responsibilities of marriage accompany that day, we will be extremely grateful. Like many of you, I'm tired. I'm frustrated, sad, and clearly angry. But now is not the time to quit. It is the time to dig in our heels, make sure that we all do everything we can in these days leading up to the election to make a difference. Forward this video, donate to the campaign, talk to your neighbors, stand up in church, stand on the street with a sign, do anything, please. We ask you from the bottom of our collective hearts to help stop this hateful amendment. Yes, we want to be married, but this is about more than Matt and I. And this is about more than the over 11,000 same-sex couples who have already married in the state of California. This is about taking this moment to stand up against the bully and to fight for equality. Equality. Definitely a word that gets thrown around. But it is the core nature of equality that has eluded gay and lesbian couples for so long. And it is that desire for equality that fuels our fight against this discriminatory amendment today. And November 4th, 2008 is our opportunity. Opportunity for LGBT people to rise up and say, we deserve to live as equals. Opportunity for our straight allies to rise up and say, our family, friends, neighbors deserve equality. Opportunity for us all to rise up and say, not in my name. Opportunity for us all to rise up and say, not in God's name. No more. No more wedge issues, no more amendments, no more hate crimes, no more discrimination. No more, no more, no more. I thank you for your time and your vote. For more information or to donate, please visit www.noonprop8.com. Thank you.